let's talk about the show of unity beforehand. The conversation sitting on Twitter, where I know you reside, Matthew underscore era. That the conversation is that booing we hear? Was that? Did you hear the crowd when you're standing there, Tyrann?
At the time, Rich, I didn't.
Okay.
Obviously I heard some booing initially, when the Texans ran out of the locker room, but that's normal, when the visiting team comes out of the locker room. So that wasn't surprising. But as far as when we locked arms and displayed unity, I didn't feel like I heard that.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Those of us sitting at home, we did hear that, and I've been to Kansas City many times. That city's got a huge heart and a huge sense of community.
Yeah.
So I don't want to broadly paint an entire brush by saying Kansas City has an issue with those who are standing in a form of unity in 2020 with what we're seeing going on in the communities around this country. Certainly when it regards to social justice and what's going on that front. So what are you thinking about this morning, Tyrann?
Well, I think, us as players, and even, within our organization, us having that respect, us having those conversations, guys being, free to do or express, in whatever way they have. And they have the support of their teammates and, the support of ownership and just wish that the fans, supported guys and their views, and just continue to listen, continue to listen to them, continue to have an open heart, and kind of see where, a lot of players are coming from.
So what conversations have you guys had, if you wouldn't mind taking us into your conversations on this front?
Yeah, I think for us, as a team, how can we, create positive change? How can we create real change? How can, we show our support to local black businesses? How can we, change the narrative and, make voting cool again? How can we give people, the voice and support their voice? How can we back these people? I think that's really been a lot of the talks that we've had. I know me personally talking with, Clark Hunt and Mark Donovan, leaders of our organization. I think these people are really listening, and they're really finding ways to create positive change, within their communities, within the Kansas City community and beyond. So I think it's great, the kind of conversations that we've been able to have. And I'm sure we're going to continue to have.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the moving video that your colleagues with the Miami Dolphins put together about, okay, the conversations are great, but now it's time for action. Now we actually have to, get some action going. Did you see that video, Tyrann? I know you were ready for a game yesterday, but that kind of made a rounds on Thursday.
Yeah, I did not see that video, Rich. No,
okay, but it's really moving, and and I'm thrilled to hear that you're saying that you're talking to the highest levels of your organization, because to me, that's where a lot of this action can come from. That's where a lot of the influence that the NFL has is at the top of the flow charts from all the teams. When you said make voting cool again, I understand that we need to make sure that all of the facilities that you're playing football games in are COVID free. But perhaps when
Right.
November 3rd rolls around, football stadiums and atriums can be used as polling places. That these sorts of things can be done from NFL ownership. Is that the stuff you're talking about with Clark Hunt?
Yes, absolutely. And conversations, has been had to try to make it, possible for Arrowhead to be a voting site. And I think that's a, tremendous platform that we have, as a team, as an organization. Clark Hunt, all these men, they have tremendous reach, beyond, the football field, deep in communities, deep into, politics. And I think it's important for us to continue to push towards how can we continue to use our platform to bring about positive change, to continue to display unity, to continue to, have respect for another man's or woman's opinion and view, and how can we support that and not, try to tear that down or tear that apart. So, obviously, it's a lot that has to continue to happen, to create change in all of the world. We talk about education, talk about voting, you talk about lack of resources, opportunities in inner cities. This is a big issue. And so I like what the NFL is doing. I like what our players are doing. And I 100% support us.